Okay, everyone. I think that we're live. Welcome, welcome. Hi, my name is Margie Alaprandi, and I am so excited for you to hear from my special guest, Shemree Naegele, who this woman just inspires me so much, and she's going to share her journey with you. And just to give you a little bit of context in case you're listening to this and you don't know either of us. So as I mentioned, my name is Margie Alaprandi, and I've been in the wellness space for 35 years. For 40 years, I've been helping people achieve their ideal weight. And recently, the company that we work with launched a product that is an absolute breakthrough. So if you've heard of how people are giving themselves the shot, and in some cases, well, first of all, they're shedding pounds like crazy, but in some cases having some very serious negative side effects associated with it. If you've heard of that and and it's piqued your attention, then you're going to be really interested in what we have to share here, because we have launched an all natural alternative to that works naturally with your body to increase its own GLP-1 levels. So I'm excited. The clinicals on our patented ingredient are off the hook. But in addition to that, we did our own kind of in-house transformation challenge. And Shemree was one of the participants in that. In totality, they lost 550 pounds. I mean, over a week period of time. And to hear the stories literally touch my heart, bring tears to my eyes. So, Shemree, thank you so much for being with us and for sharing your story.
Thank you so much for having me. I just admire you so much. And I'm so grateful to be able to share with you and with your audience.
Thank you, darling. So the first question, I'm going to make it a three-part question, okay? First of all, give us a little bit of your background and maybe a little even of your weight loss journey through the years. And then most importantly, your why. What was the final trigger that made you say, this is it? Game over. It ends now, or rather it starts now. So what do you
All
say?
right. Well, I'm a mom. I have two busy kids, and I'm an accountant by day. So I work a lot. And I think my biggest struggle health-wise is time. Like I feel like I have I have good ideas and good goals, but I always had a hard time executing it. And so because of that, I've tried everything, I feel like. And I never really could get anything that would stick. Like I've lost a little bit of weight on Weight Watchers, or I've lost a little bit on other things, but I haven't ever been able to consistently keep it off, you know? And kind of my final straw moment is what I call it, is just this last, it was earlier this year, my husband had to go in for a heart procedure. And he and we've been there before. He has had heart issues, and he has struggled with his weight. But the morning I was taking him into the hospital for this procedure, I stepped on the scale and saw a number that I've never seen before. And it made me like, it made it more personal for me. Of course, I'm worried about my husband, and I'm like, we all need to be healthier and take care of our bodies. And when you're faced with something that's potentially life-threatening, it's scary. But then because I was like, oh, wow, it's not just him, it's me too. And we have young, I mean, not our kids aren't that young. My youngest is 16, but still, like, my kids haven't been married yet or had babies, and I want to be around for all those things. And so it was just a huge gut check for me. Like, we've got to make a change.
Huge baby. What are some of the challenges, right? I know that you've experienced a lot of different things, yo-yo dieting. What we do know is that 95% of the people who diet gain back 108% of the weight, which can make you feel so defeated. What are What are some of the challenges that you experienced on this journey, trying to achieve the right body composition, achieve your ideal body? What are some of the challenges you experienced through the years?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about me real fast. I started getting curves when I was 10 years old. So here I was, yeah,
That-
just this little kid, and I had to wear a bra in fifth grade. And so I've always compared myself to other people. Like all my friends were just these little tiny bean poles, and here I was with these curves, which they probably were jealous of my curves, but I wasn't. I wasn't having it, right? And so I think throughout my life, like I've always struggled with that comparison and always struggled with the ups and downs and always been on a diet or something. And I feel like, diet, it has that word die in it. That's how I always felt,
Yes,
and so it's so hard to sustain something when you feel like you're going to die, you're starving. You kind of like a lot of times when I would start a new weight loss program, I would feel like I had the flu because, like, I mean, I'm sure it was like the sugar detox and all that, but also I just didn't feel good. And so that's really hard to stay motivated. And then I got old, I guess. I'm in my mid 40s and my hormones started making it even harder for me. So here I was like before, if when I would put my mind to it and I'd work and I'd be miserable, right? I could drop 20 pounds easy. But then when my hormones shifted, I couldn't drop 10 pounds for anything. And I mean, I even went and I finally went to a doctor because I was just like, I cannot, something's wrong with me. It's got to be my hormones. Something's wrong with me. I cannot, no matter what. I'm exercising, I'm doing all the right things and nothing's working. And I went dairy free, gluten free, like did all the free things, and nothing worked. I felt miserable. And so when this transformation came along, like I got the opportunity to join this trial group and try these products. I'll be honest, I was skeptical. Like I was like, nothing else has worked for me. I don't know if this is going to, but I also have nothing else to lose, right? Like I've tried everything. I have nothing else to lose. And so I just went all in and it was a game changer.
just why don't you now just share what your results over the 12-week period of time were?
So in 12 weeks, I lost 35 pounds. And the most exciting thing I think is I lost 8.5 inches off my waist. Um,
Oh, how?
I lost a total of like we had multiple, points that we had to measure. So a total of like 42 inches, but 8.5 of those were off my waist.
I have chills. I have chills. I'm so dang proud of you. And I totally agree with you. With every decade, I find I need to do something a little different. I need to add something in or take something out, or like our bodies do morph over time. So, amen to that one. You're not old. OGB 40. But we all know that, maintaining our ideal weight is a lifetime. It's a lifetime journey. We also know that if it requires us depriving ourselves of too many things, that we're not going to stick to it. And at the base of it all, we know that it has to have a lifestyle component, that we're not just gritting our teeth or white knuckling it, but without a lifestyle component, it can't be successful. So my question, this is a good one, is why do you think this is going to be sustainable when none of the other things you tried work?
Well, first of all, the program, like there's products that supplements that help you feel good, help you stay on track, help you get there. But it's also paired with a program where there's support, there's education, there's accountability. And so I think like it's like all the cool things came together into this amazing package. And I mean, like for example, is it okay if I share a little bit about the product? Okay.
Please.
So the product helps you to not feel hungry. And yes, that. And it turns off the food noise. So when you say, okay, I'm going to cut out sugar from my diet, right? The only thing you can think about is sugar. Well, this product helps you to not have that. Like it just, I hardly ever think about food unless I'm like in the kitchen and I'm thinking, I have got to eat. What do I want to eat? And sometimes nothing even sounds good. I'm like, oh, I need nutrients, you know? So that there's that, like the products help so much to be able to feel full longer, you know, not have the food noise, not feel deprived, all the things, but also the systems there. It like we learned how to eat right and how to keep our blood sugar at a normal level, and you know, just some of the things that now I feel like I every time I eat, my husband said I make these noises, like I'll be like, you know, because I'm enjoying my food. I'm not like on a diet where I'm like, oh, I'll just cut this lettuce, you know, like I'm eating really good food and I enjoy it and I feel full and I'm excited about the results and I have the energy. And also there's a cheat meal built into it. So it's not like I'm never going to eat pizza again for the rest of my life, or I'm never going to eat, you know, cake or something. I have that once a week and it's part of the plan, scientifically proven to be included. So,
So you always know that just around the corner, you can
right.
have a treat that you love. You don't have to be out at
Exactly.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what helps make it sustainable. Like before, you know, if some of the diets that I did where I was like, no dairy, you know, whatever, I'm not going to not have dairy for the rest of my life. But because,
Non-sustainable. Yeah,
yeah,
not sustainable.
yeah. So if I know like I'm eating healthy, I'm doing so great, and I'm eating foods I love, I can keep doing it. I do it without even thought, you know. But then sometimes I forget to have my cheat meal, which is important. So I just think it's something that it's I want to feel this good. Like I've never felt this good before. So I'm never gonna stop. But also it's something that's totally doable. It's the most simple thing I've ever done.
Ah, I love that. One thing you said is so important is that with the support of the products, that you're able to create, that it made it easier to create a habit. And once you have a habit, then that perpetuates things. I think that is the key to so many things. And I want to ask you, what can you do today that you couldn't do 90 days ago?
Oh, wow. Well, my son and I just started training for a 5K. Yeah, I know, crazy, huh? So at the beginning of this challenge, we were told to do 30 minutes of exercise a day, and it could be anything. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to start by walking, you know, my neighborhood. And I have a little half loop around my neighborhood that's only a half mile. And I got halfway through and I was like, I, I told you about my husband's heart problems. I was like, am I going to have heart problems? Like I was feeling tightness. I was feeling out of breath. And I thought, this is ridiculous. I mean, I work at a desk job. I sit down all day long. I wasn't moving that much because I was so busy. And so it scared me. And so to think just, you know, 12 weeks ago, I was doing that. Like I was struggling to walk a half mile to now we ran for 10 minutes this weekend, you know, and we walked and ran, but like I couldn't do that before. So, and he's so excited. It's his first race. I used to run a long time ago. So we're pretty excited about it.
Incredible. Go, go, go. So I've known you a while and you've always been a confident woman. And I can see that that's been taken up a notch. So I want to, as we close this out today, ask you what some of the non-scale victories have been. Yes, certainly anything that pertains to your body and how it feels, but what difference has it made in your mind to know that you have a sustainable solution? How do you feel differently when you look in the mirror, right? Like, just what are the non-scale victories, if you would?
Oh, there's so many, but some of my favorites are, first of all, I before this, I was waking up with headaches a lot. And I'm not saying this cured my headaches. I'm just saying my poor lifestyles before created headaches, right? And so I have so much more energy. I haven't felt that way since I've started. And I have the energy, I have the confidence. I know that I have something, like I've never been this excited about something in my life. I know that I have found something that can help other people, and like you said, I just want to shout it to the world. Like I'm so excited about it. I love getting to help people. My sister started it. She's already down 7 pounds, I think, in not even 2 weeks. So just being able to do that, but also, the last time I saw you, we were at an event, and I bought a tighter fitting dress that I normally never would have bought, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to be on stage, and I've lost some weight, and I put it on, and I was like, oh, I still have a little bit, like I still have a little bit of a tummy, and I still have these bumps and rolls and all the things. And I was a little bit discouraged for a minute. And then quickly flipped that mindset. And I thought, you know what? Because I mean, my thing was like a lot of the people on stage, they didn't know where I was before. They didn't know how much I had changed. Right. And so I thought, you know what? I hope they see these bumps. I hope they see this roll. I hope they see all these things, because I'm not done. This is a journey that I am going to continue. But also, if they see themselves in me or somebody they love in my bumps and my imperfections, then they believe that they can do it too. And that is the most important thing. I want to be able to help as many people as possible with this.
And so you will, my darling. Thank you so much for sharing your heart, all of this great information. And I want to invite those of you who are listening, if you want to have a similar experience or this resonates with you, Shemree, get in touch with her. Shemree can help get you started. If you're a friend of mine, get in touch with me. If somebody shared this with you, get with them, because we can help you get a VIP discount and help you get started so that you too can step into your full power and become the person you were born to be, just like this amazing woman. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Love you, girl.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.